Okay, so I've got to separate these tomato plants, and I've let them grow a little bit too long, so I'm going to have to be extra special careful. But we're going to put each of the tomato plants into these individual little cups so that they'll grow better. And I've got my seed starting mix here. Okay, so I've taken the little solo cups and put some of my seed starting mix in them, and I've got them in my tray. Stop. So there's 18, right? 1, 2, 3,
yes,
6 times 3, yep, 18, 18 pots that we're starting, and we're going to take these tomatoes out and try to separate them, and hopefully we separate them okay, and we'll end up with at least 18 good tomatoes to do this with. Let me get another tray so I don't get this dirt all over everywhere. There we go. Now, because these things are all worked in together, we're going to have to be especially careful, because look at that root system. I mean, that's all worked in together, and I want to make sure that I don't mess them up. I'm just kind of wiggling them loose and letting them do their own thing. Shake them out a little. You can hear Mr. Sullivan in the background. He's building me a shelf for the greenhouse so that we can put the little seedlings out there. Okay, so I've got all of my little tomato plants separated, and as you can see, they've all still got plenty of roots on them. So I know there are more than 18 here. In fact, I think that we've counted 18 and then 16 left over. And then these are the ones that are, they're little, they were growing in the shadow of the bigger ones. I mean, like this one is still pretty nice. It's got several leaves on it. It's got a good root structure. I will pick through these, and I'm going to put them into a little 6-pack and see if any of them start growing up real good and strong. And if they do, great. And if they don't, it is no big deal, because here's what happens. You get a packet of, say, 30 seeds, and you're instructed to put 3 to 4 seeds into each little tiny section of a 6-pack. And then you're told to pick out the best one of the bunch and cull the rest of them so that you have only 1 seedling in each pot. So you've thrown away 3 seedlings out of that pot. Well, I say that you don't have to do that. I say that you can actually have more than one of those seedlings survive just fine. You let them grow up big enough to get their second set of second set of leaves on them, and then carefully separate them, and now you've doubled your amount of plants already right off the bat, without any extra money and without any extra time either, really. So I'm going to pick the best 18 out of here that are going to go in these pots. I'm going to go ahead and probably find 2 more of these ones that are big enough that I think they'll be okay. Like this one it's got multiple leaves, and it's got a good sturdy stem on it and a good structure of roots. So I'll go ahead and put that one up there. And let's see, one more that might do really well. Maybe this one, or maybe this one right here, actually. Oh yeah, this one right here is a good one. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now I've got 2 sets of 18 tomato plants up here. I have these little extras that if they don't grow, it's fine. This was 1 packet of tomato seeds, and for the 18 and 18, that's 36 plants right off the top out of 1 packet of seeds. 99 cents for 36 plants. I'm ahead already. So, with that being said, I'm going to move this tray out of the way. But I'm going to save it because this is the peat mixture that I started the seeds in. I'm going to go ahead and put this into a 6-pack, or I think they're actually a 9-pack, whatever they are. And I'm going to put each of the individual little tomato plants in there so that we can see if maybe out of the shadow of the big plants, if they'll grow up big and strong for us, and we'll have even more. But for now, we're going to take these pots. We're going to start planting each of these little tomato plants into the pots. And so all we're going to do, let me get another cup. Get some of this out of the way. Okay, so I'm just going to take this plant and I'm going to make a well down into my soil. I'm going to put the plant in there, being real careful with the roots. And I'm going to fill it in with the rest of the soil. And I'm not going to pack it down very much. Just enough to hold the plant up. Okay? That's it. There we go. And then I'll come back through with little popsicle sticks and I'll hold them all up, or toothpicks, and I'll tape them all up. So, okay, so we have the 18 little tomato plants, each of them in their little cup with some soil. They've had just a tiny little droplets of water to help them get started. And a little bit Sister Sue is tying on the last string for the last plant. So as you can see, they still look really good. They'll get put in the greenhouse. Tomorrow I'll give them a little bit more water if they need it. And then that's it.